All righty. Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited to have my favorite Cuban in the whole wide world, Mr. Juan Montalvo, join us here on the channel. And he has his own little adventure called the Hungry Cuban Adventures. And first of all, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for being willing to share a little bit about your journey in life and what you're doing right now. And we go back about 10 years.
Least.
Yep. At least 10 years. And
At least 10 years,
we
yeah.
have spent time all the way from Norway to Florida. So,
Yep.
I definitely appreciate your friendship a
Virginia.
lot. But maybe you can just share, briefly about your background and what brought you to this stage in life, when you have your own YouTube
Sure.
channel, you're traveling around the country in your RV. And so maybe if you can share a little bit about your journey, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be on here with a great friend. Well, back in 2016, we had been the same church and living in the same area for many years. I was a firefighter paramedic, retired from that after 28 years. I went to culinary school at the age of 50 and started a catering company. And at the time, my wife was a registered nurse, Mary, working at the hospital. And in 2016, she had a bout with cancer. And it was a big wake up call for us that, life is short. You just don't know when things are going to turn around and change and be different. So graciously, and thank God, she's free and clear of cancer today, but she still had to go through her chemo and radiation and all that nastiness that goes with cancer. But that was at the end of 2015. And 2016, she went through all that. And we just made a decision that, life is short and we need to enjoy our life or what's left of it. And we've always been very hospitable and always wanted to give back. So we had been in a conference through our church in St. Louis, and there was a class on empty nesters on a mission. And we were like, you know what? We're empty nesters. Our kids are on their own. They have their own kids. And we decided at that point that we were going to sell our house, and we were going to travel and visit some of our smaller churches and encourage our smaller churches throughout the United States. And we did that. At first, we thought about moving to an area and living there for a year or so, and then moving to the next one. But Mary was like, "There's no way I'm going to be moving on a yearly basis." And so so we decided to buy an RV. And about 9 months of research and a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting, a lot of advice from close friends, we decided to sell our home and burn all the bridges behind us, got in the RV, and that was June of 2017. So we're going this June will be our 6th year of traveling full time. Since we started traveling, we've been at over 30 something churches now throughout the United States. We tend to visit smaller congregations that are led by young couples that don't have a lot of, the gray haired people that bring a little bit of wisdom. And we decided that we were going to visit those churches and just come in and love them and serve them. We don't come to fix anything. We don't come to preach. We don't come to do anything unless we're asked to do anything in particular. We just come and love and encourage the churches and cook for them and spend time with them. And we always say that we have 35 years of marriage. We can tell you what not to do. We've raised 2 kids, one's 30, one's 32, and we can tell you what not to do. We are by far no means the perfect couple, the perfect parents. We just share our life and our experiences and scriptures with people. And that's where we are today. So it's just been a blast. We've made friends throughout the whole United States and met a lot of incredible people, been to a lot of churches now to the point that as we travel, we're actually going back to some of the original churches that we went to. And it's just great to see the churches healthy and flourishing, and not because we did anything, but just to see the growth in these smaller churches and these congregations. And it's just been a lot of fun.
That's great. It sounds really exciting. And, if someone is maybe considering, because it sounds like, and obviously I've heard the story, I know you're a good friend, but if someone is maybe in a similar position where they may consider maybe doing what some might call like a radical, step of faith, leap of faith. Like, what do you feel like has been maybe the most exciting, encouraging for kind of taking this step of, traveling and living in an RV?
Sure. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just having a lot of faith. I mean, all our worldly friends kept telling us, don't sell your house. It's you're going to buy something that depreciates to appreciate. But it's like, you know what? God's always provided for us. He's always taken care of us. Now we're in a unique situation. I have a pension from the fire department. We've made some good investments throughout life, and now we're in our Social Security age income also. And Mary has a small pension, so we're comfortable that we can do that. And I think the biggest thing is just, if you get stagnant and living the same life and doing the same things, I think it just, for us, it really hurt our faith.
Mhm.
And to sell everything, literally everything, you can't fit it in this RV. Well, we actually live in the RV right now because it's our home. You just have to have faith and trust that God's going to provide for you, and just get up and do it. Whatever it may be, you don't have to buy an RV and go traveling. I mean, just step out on faith wherever you're at, your home, your community, wherever you're at. Just step out on faith and go and love and serve somebody.
Yeah, that's great. And you also have a YouTube channel, the Hungry Cuban Adventures.
Yeah. I had started a channel back in 2009 when I was in culinary school. I had a channel just showing people how to cook healthy foods. Then once I started my catering company, I was so busy that I couldn't do any videos. So I didn't do any videos for like 5 years. And then when we decided to do this, we wanted to kind of let people know where we were, our family and friends, where we were through social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So I took that same channel and we kind of rebranded it to the Hungry Cuban Adventures. And we basically vlog about our daily life. We don't do daily videos, but we kind of share about the ups and downs about RV life, our visits to the different churches, things that we're doing, places that we're going, hikes that we do. We're very active and we love to hike. So we do a lot of videos on our hikes and the places that we visit. Our goal is to hit all the national parks. There's 63 of them. We've done like 36 of them so far. So we started this YouTube channel just to let our friends know what was going on. And it's grown into this following of over 12,000 people. And we love it. I mean, to the point now that we get stopped at RV parks and people recognize us, and they're also influenced by us talking about God. We don't hold back. We share our lives with people and we talk about God and the scriptures, and people are in tune to it. They'll listen to it. If they're not in tune to it, they won't listen to it. But it's grown into something that we feel God's using to really help and motivate other people to do something. Just do something. Don't just sit back and watch TV and get into your routine of work and church and whatever. Just do something.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So this channel that I'm host of, I guess you can call it, it's called Wake Up, of course, and kind of similar to you. Like, my story is somewhat similar. Like, I just wanted to do something, and I'm not sure what was the best medium to use, but I figured YouTube is a international platform, a global platform, and there was a lot of fears for me, and I still have to kind of work through my fears of kind of putting stuff out there. But I wanted to create something where not just myself, but other people who I believe can add incredible value based on their experience, their convictions, like their mindset, their paradigm. And I always thought of you. And I want to create a channel where we can discuss things that are important, right? But again, it's not just my opinion, it's other people's opinion. So I think it's so neat how you've traveled, I guess almost all the states, I'm sure, at least driven through them, but met some people, from different states, and even been to beautiful country, Norway, came to visit, which was fun times. But if based on, whether it's just you're traveling an RV or just life in general, even maybe just meeting different people in different states and different life stages and talking to people like in RV parks, like if you were to say, I think this is one thing that people should consider to think about for them to, grow as a person, to grow individually, but even, as they grow to contribute to, whether it's
Right.
the society, they're part of the community, the city.
Right.
What would you share, one thing that you think would be helpful for people that, that they think about and consider?
I think the biggest thing is, like you said, is growing. It's, I mean, I'm almost 62 years old and I'm still taking classes online, whether it's videography or photography or, scripture-based stuff, learning the Bible better. It's like, you got to continue learning. I think what happens as we get older, as people retire, they just kind of get comfortable, which that comfort turns into boredom after a while. And when you get to that point, then you end up doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And I think for us, for me specifically, if I'm staying busy, it helps me to focus on taking care of others, doing for others, and not just looking at myself, navel gazing, as they say. It's like you just got to do something, I think, and continue to learn, whether it's online or going to school. I mean, at the age of 50, I went back to culinary school, something I wanted to do, I didn't have to do. And I'm in class with kids, my children's age at the time were like in their 20s. And it was humbling, but you know what? I enjoyed it. I learned a lot from it. I had a great catering company after that. And now doing the videos and the photography and stuff, I've got this following, and it's only because I've been teaching myself. You got to continue to learn. You can't be stagnant. You have to continue to learn and to put forward and then to take whatever you learn and pass it on to others. I'm grateful now for a lot of different social media sites that we used when we first got into the RV world that helped us when things broke. And now we feel like we're able to share with others. And that's what a lot of our videos are, is actually our how-tos and how to live in the RV, how to cook in the RV, how to travel, how to live life in the RV. And not just the RV, but, in the communities that we visit. So continue to learn. That's the biggest thing. Continue to learn.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I appreciate that. And I'm paraphrasing, but there's someone said that we're never like completely, still, like we're always moving, but we're either progressing or degressing, like we're as individuals. I think likewise that there's so many studies on this, when people retire, that often their health declines rapidly because they stop growing. They stop, basically doing things that kind of, become very, very, very stagnant. And it's not good for our health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So yeah, thank you for that. I think that's great advice. And if people want to kind of follow you guys, they just go to YouTube.
We have the YouTube channel is the Hungry Cuban Adventures. We have a website. It's hungrycubanadventures.com.
Okay.
We're also on Instagram and YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. People want to follow along. And we also have a small group on Facebook that we started on. It's called Empty Nesters on a Mission. And it's a small group, and we just try to encourage other people to have a mission mindset as they get older, or even now, while they can. If you have off during the summertime, you can do mission work wherever you can, locally or internationally or within the state. So the hungrycubanadventures.com, and you'll find all our links there.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Juan. Appreciate your time and you sharing, your little bit of experience and some things that you've learned and gained. And I'm excited to see where your journey continues to take you. I'm hoping that one day we'll take you to where we are, at least for a pit stop.
We have done that before.
You have. So just for the record,
just put it out there.
Record.
Just put it out there. Next time we'll definitely come and visit.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you for having us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.